Hello and welcome to Garage Football. Here's our live watch along for Silkeborg against West Ham in the UEFA Conference League. Match day 2 of this year's competition, Group B, match day 2, as I say. So here's our live watch along. So I'm joined by once again by Dennis. If you're new to Garage Football, subscribe to the channel for more watch alongs like this, vlogs and other football content. And let us know your predictions, comments, all that kind of stuff in the live chat. It'd be great to read those throughout the game. So Dennis, thanks again, mate, for joining. How are you getting on, mate?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Looking forward to seeing Paqueta starting in Europe for us.
And that's that.
That's that, yeah.
Back to the studio. So, obviously, with the sad passing of the Queen, West Ham obviously didn't. Well, no teams, no Premier League games at the weekend. So it's been obviously a week since our first game against FCSB, or Steaua Bucharest, as they used to be called. What did you make of the game from last week?
I mean, I think we gave ourselves a scare more than anything because it was just a bit of lapse of concentration in defence. Sadly, it kind of fueled this whole people that are saying Scamacca shouldn't be starting and Antonio's a lot better. As I think Scamacca, looked like he was playing as if he hadn't played for a week or so.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad a performance all round. I don't think anyone particularly had a bad game. There was people that didn't have good games. I mean, Emerson got on the score sheet, but I wouldn't say he had a good game. But inexplicably, the first player that I think had the best game, Downs, is not starting tonight. Spoilers when we do the lineups. But I thought Downs was brilliant in central midfield on his first start for us. That's my main takeaway from the game.
Yeah, no, I think first half we had obviously a number of chances, but hardly any were on target. And then obviously David Moyes made the 3 subs at half time with Paqueta, Antonio and Bowen all coming on for the start of the second half, and then Fornals come on late in the second half. And excuse me, just obviously that word squad depth, or those 2 words squad depth, which we had the last couple of seasons, but obviously we've got that a bit now this season. So they made the difference. So obviously with Bowen tucking away that penalty, which is great, and Antonio did brilliantly for the third goal to see. And obviously Emerson, as you say, got the score sheet with a good finish. So it was just a lot better in the second half. And obviously, if we had played like that in the first half, it could have been 4-5-1, and it wouldn't have flattered us really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and main thing I would say is it goes what I've been saying for a while. I don't know why Bowen isn't on our penalties when he's playing, because it shows even when he's not playing 100%, you can still smack him in the top corner.
Especially as he had to wait 3 or 4 minutes because obviously corner was taken out by the goal end, well, obviously while the penalty was given.
Well, I remember I was down in Bobby Moore lower and said to JP that this is the only way he doesn't score is if it doesn't go on target. If it's on target, he's blasting it in. He'll power it in the top corner. It's how he takes his penalties from what I've seen him at Hull. And I think him and Soucek are the 2 players I'd have on, and Paqueta naturally because he's Brazilian, but I'd have him and Soucek on penalties personally. Soucek used to have similar penalty starts for Slavia. Of course, yeah, when Lanzini's playing, but sorry, I meant in the situation where when Rice took the penalty. Those are the 2 players that were on the pitch that I would have had miles ahead of Declan Rice taking a penalty.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Lanzini, he's in for Downs tonight, so we might as well run through the lineup. So probably changing formation by the look of it. So Areola in goal, looks like back 3. Craig Dawson, his first start of the season. Kera and Cresswell look like back 3. Soufal and Emerson as wing backs. Declan Rice, the captain, alongside Lanzini in midfield, and then the front 3 of Paqueta, Cornet, and Scamacca up front with a tasty looking bench aside the 2 goalkeepers, Fabianski and Randolph. You've got Bonner, Zuma, Coventry, Soucek, Downs, Fornals, Benrahma, Bowen, and Antonio. So that's a tasty looking bench. What you make of that? Obviously, you mentioned Downs earlier, but apart from that change, obviously there's a bit of a change in formation as well. But what do you make of the line? It looks pretty strong from what I can see.
Yeah, it's a strong lineup, and for me, I think this is all about one thing, and it's about protecting our centre backs here. In the we're easing Dawson's being eased back in, and Cresswell's obviously playing free at the back alongside because it's ensuring that Zuma can get a rest. I'm a little surprised that Bonner isn't starting personally. But it's not, it's the weakest team on paper in our group. I think Dawson's going to be bled in. But the main thing I reckon is that, for example, we're playing Lanzini in this position in order to make the formation work, in order to play Dawson and a free at the back to protect him a little bit. That for me is the whole thing pushing the formation here.
Yeah,
wing backs. Paqueta in as a 10. Cornet probably playing off Scamacca with Rice and Lanzini in the middle, with Lanzini being a little bit deeper, mopping up the balls and spraying them about a pitch. Lovely to see.
Yeah, and I didn't really see the need for maybe no matter what formation, two holding midfielders against Silkeborg. Obviously, a okay enough outfit, but I mean, yeah, we should be on the front foot against a side like this, even though we are away from home.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Romanian we've lifted the Romanian curse. That's all we need to know.
Yeah, so to be honest, with Silkeborg, obviously didn't really know a whole lot about them, and you'll watch a couple of previews from exactly from
I recognise the badge from the name from Football Manager from the time I had a career as Copenhagen manager into FM14. They were second division. They got promoted and relegated and promoted and relegated. It's all I know.
Yeah,
looks nice though.
As I was saying, that I was watching a few of the West Ham, Silkeborg West Ham previews on some of the other West Ham channels. Our friends over at West Ham Way, they did one. Mark and Finley were doing it, and like didn't know a lot about them. To be fair, there isn't really much to go about. The only thing I'd say is they're when you mentioned they were relegated. I mean, they only got promoted a couple of years ago, and then they finished third in the Danish Superliga last season. Hence why they've qualified for this competition. So I think they're fourth at the moment from the table, and they're obviously there's only 9 games in, so quite early on, like us. They're on 16 points, and then the team we knocked out in the playoff round, Viable, go ahead of them by 2 points. So, so if that's anything to go by, then that probably shows the caliber of the team we're sort of playing tonight. But in terms of the squad as well, usually you can recognise a couple of players, but the only one I vaguely sort of heard of is their striker Nicholas Helinus. And I couldn't remember who he played for. I knew he played in this country, but it was only briefly.
Played for Villa.
Yeah, it was for Villa. Yeah,
played for Villa. I remember that off FM14. He was like their 4th choice striker. He weren't. I don't remember him playing for them in real life.
Yeah, I think he only played 3 games or whatever it was. So yeah,
I know their goalkeeper Nikolai Larsson, but again, that's off of Football Manager, sadly.
Yeah, so
that's the only reason I recognise the name from Football Manager.
But this Helinus, though, he's got a good goal scoring record for, I think, just in general, actually, but particularly for Silkeborg.
I remember he's quite a tall boy, isn't he?
Yeah, 6. Well, Wikipedia's usually can be pretty accurate. 6'5" on the Wikipedia.
I'd say I just remember him being particularly tall in the game. Because he played a lot for them in Football Manager. Played a lot for Villa in Football Manager. In real life, not actually so much, think he played for them. But if Wikipedia says it, it must be true. But
yes, I think.
But these are the type of games that I do worry when it's an opposition where you know nothing about them. I don't know how much we as a club can prepare. No matter how we may have scouted some of their games or watched video footage, but how much of it can you really prepare?
Yeah, and until we're there, and I'll obviously we'll talk about predictions later, but before kickoff, I think I'm confident West Ham can win tonight, but I'd be more confident if we were playing on a normal grass pitch. We're playing on a plastic pitch tonight, so that's the only bit that sort of worries me a little bit. So, I mean, if it was a normal pitch, I'd probably say a 2-3-0 win, but because it's a plastic pitch, would we adapt to it straight away? I think it might take a bit of time. In that case, I think it might just be a 1-0, which would take obviously to get the win. But I can't see it being an absolute classic for that reason, really.
Win the game, no injuries. That's all I want.
Yeah. See you later. Start the car or start the plane. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
After them warm down, jog straight on the plane. There we are.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure there'll be plenty of West Ham fans out there. X and Dave from the West Ham way already know that stadium because they didn't they break in or they walked in when before playing Viable.
Something happened. I don't really. I haven't listened to the podcast recently, so I'm not 100% sure. I haven't listened since the transfer window. I don't think I've listened to the podcast, but yeah, something happened with them. I don't know how they managed it. I do need to listen back to it.
I think what Mark was saying on the West Ham way for the Silkeborg preview was the stadium was open for like press and stuff, and they just walked in, and I think they walked on the pitch as well, and then I think someone from the media team or security or whatever, like, "Oh, you here for the media or whatever," or something like that. Anyway, but they didn't didn't break in on what some of the YouTubers do or whatever. It weren't as sophisticated as that. It was just literally the gate was open, they walked in. So, but yeah, that was again, I need to listen to it. But yeah, so they already know where the stadium is and what the pitch feels like.
I had something very similar in Pride Park, Derby. What used to be called Pride Park, Derby County. We were in Derby randomly for a night out, and then the day after we went trips around the town, went to the stadium to the club shop. So I got the Sergio Ramos shirt, and like there was just this gate, and we could see the pitch, and we were like, "Let's walk in." And honestly, I'm not joking. We were like as close to the actual pitch as you are when you sit right at the bottom of the stands here. And then security stopped us. We were about to just walk on the pitch, like just be like, "Hello, yeah, we're random Derby County youth players, yeah." Like security stopped us. I'm like, "I think you've taken the wrong turn. Exits that way." And then we were like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we're not going to mess around."
Yeah, keep me that down. All right, let's go to the chat quickly. Hi, Russ, regular on the channel. Thanks, mate. Evening, mate. All right. Raw Sport Rally, what a name that is. Hi guys, is the game on TV? Yeah, it's on BT Sport 2. Is the that's where I'll be well, that's how I'll be watching it anyway. And then wait for Dennis to catch up
on the BT Sport player.
Yeah, I'll pause it and then wait for you to catch up. Yeah, we should win against Silkeborg. Yeah, we should do it on paper. But yeah, just as I said, I think the problem only slight worry I have is the plastic pitch, but hopefully, obviously, I assume must have trained on it before. That's what away teams usually do before European games. They train at the stadium itself, so hopefully they'll be used to it. And that might have been why Moyes has changed it around a little bit as well, formation wise. We'll sort of see obviously when the game gets underway. So Dennis, in terms of the lineup, so you would have obviously, I was impressed with Flynn Downs. I thought he looked really good actually on his full debut, wasn't it? That from the start. Yes, you're disappointed that he's not been given the chance to sort of capitalise on that.
A little bit, but it is what it is. At least the thing I'd say is at least Souček's being rested. Like, this means Souček wouldn't have played since the Chelsea game, and he's played quite well in both those games. And overexposure and playing too much is probably what most people have said is poor form towards the end of last season and carrying into this season has been. So, and look, it keeps the squad fresh and rotated. Lanzini might get his nose out of joint if he's not starting. So that's the one problem when you have a bit of depth like we've got here. Now you're going to have to keep people happy as well. Whereas before, with the exception of maybe Yarmolenko, everyone was pretty much catered for that was good enough to start. In the previous squad, Yarmolenko was the only one that, according to X, had a bit of the ump for not starting enough games. Whereas, Lanzini, he might find himself on the bench, but then he'd be started in a week or so. So.
Yeah, well, I think with Manu, he hasn't started the season off at all very well. So he's got to take his chance tonight because last season he played generally pretty well in the games he played or come off the bench. But this season he hasn't got a lot of players, to be fair, just having had a great start to the season. So hopefully tonight he can play well, and that deep role might suit him, especially in this game where we'll get a lot of the ball. You would assume as West Ham side we get quite a lot of possession tonight. And hopefully that will suit him, and he'll have a good game.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, roll on 4-0 West Ham. Lanzini, Paqueta, Scamacca, and Cornet.
I'll settle for that. Yeah, is that what you're going to go with?
I mean, I can't really make a prediction because again, I don't have a bleeping clue what's going to happen tonight because I don't know anything about the opposition. But yeah, we'll go with it. 4-0 West Ham.
A lot of us are going to be in the same boat, mate.
4-0 West Ham. There we are. 4-0.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for I say comfortable 1-0. I think we'll hopefully keep them at arm's length. If they're behind,
no such thing as a comfortable 1-0 with West Ham.
Well, yeah, that's very true. I think but I think the table might be is a bit telling, like in terms of the Danish Superliga, because with Viborg, obviously we're a game side, they were decent enough, but we had more than enough, and we didn't even play anywhere near our sort of best really. And I think it might be a similar sort of situation tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Viborg is they were very open, but therefore, as a result, we just had to take our time and get the crosses in, or the shots from distance in. Whereas Stour, or the club formerly known as Stour, weren't exactly. They were very tight. They had constant men behind the ball, and they were constantly play acting theatrics. Yeah. Also, one thing I'd mentioned from the second leg is the referee lost Zed in the game, and that he kept giving silly fouls, but both sides. We got fouls that I didn't think were fouls. Like I was like, that's not a free kick, but then wasn't booking players, so it was like, oh, okay, I can foul people and not get booked. And towards the second half, it got a bit. End of second half, it started getting really ridiculous.
What game was that?
Stour, second half. The referee, I reckon the referee just completely lost any control of the game because he let a lot of things fly, and then second half was no, I'm going to blow for absolutely everything. But not booking people that, hang on, they've committed 4 players, committed 2 or 3 fouls. You want to, logic, okay, pick a yellow, set a standard. No, so, all right, we could just kick people and not get bookings. And then went yellow card crazy the last 10 minutes.
Well, exactly.
No, I'm on Pepsi Max, Russ. No beer for me.
Yeah, but is it just that, or have you got some spirits in there as well?
I mean, I've got some spirits, but nothing I'd really have with Max. Stuff to be enjoyed on its own. Neat.
Fair enough. I think that's the thing. You obviously mentioned the fouls against Steaua Bucharest, and it was getting, for one stage, I mentioned on the vlog I did that night, where like it was getting that stage where it was going to be one of those frustrating just games in general for West Ham, where the opposition just get their goal and then shop and basically shit house a win. But obviously we got the penalty, and then the floodgates open from there, really.
He was a penalty, personally.
Then sorry, say that again. You froze, mate. Can you say that again?
Yeah. Everything froze for a second. I was saying the penalty. Having looked it back and watching it, what he gave it for wasn't a penalty. However, immediately afterwards, a Stour player handled the ball, so it was a penalty, but he should have given it for the handball, not for the collision with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, should have gave us 2 penalties in that case. Yeah. Just looking at the BT Sport coverage, it's Martin Kearns on the screen. I think
the sight for sore eyes, no doubt.
Yeah, and Colton Cole's there as well. But let's just go for the chat quickly. Will Sport, cheers, mate. Scamacca looks good. Cornet, good as well. 2 good signings. Yeah, no, agreed. Hopefully with Scamacca, obviously he's had was he ill, Dennis? He had COVID or something?
He had a throat infection.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully, and as you say, I think the first half he played like a player who hadn't played for a couple of games.
Yeah,
so,
it was the glancing header I can forgive. It was the one-on-one shot that he spooned wide, and like guys around me in the lower tier were making comparisons to Zaza, and I was like, that's a bit of an overreaction.
Yeah, the one right at the end of right on half time.
Right on half time was the header, and I was like, that was forgivable. But it was one-on-one. got himself in good space and just spooned it about 5 yards wide.
Yeah, it was pretty poor. Yeah, and then he went off after that half time. So.
Yeah.
Wind up your computer, mate. Get the dial-up sorted.
Well, the thing is, I've got as far as I'm concerned, I've got the internet finally sorted because I've started I've created a hotspot on my phone to stop it cutting out, and I've got like 5 bars, so I'm not too sure what is happening here.
No, you're fine. You're fine at the moment, anyway. All right, so we've got 8 minutes to kick off. So,
well, Mr. Beast sucks. So,
have you managed to get your?
Yeah, the BT player keeps streaming, keeps freezing. So.
Okay, well, I might just well, in that case, I might just not wait for you and just.
Yeah, no, just go without me.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just keep it as live for this one. So yeah, good point. So yeah, 7 minutes to go. So I was waiting for Russ to say. I was waiting for us.
Oh, Russ, I'm diabetic, mate. I can't even have that.
What? But you eat chocolate though, didn't you? Or is it only a small amount?
Trace amounts, and mostly blocks of dark chocolate.
What?
Like
any brand? Any brand in particular?
Oh well, I'm more of a Lindt man if I'm going to treat myself. But
Lindt.
I think
nice.
Whereas chocolates are more for if my sugar levels are low, I'll have a small chocolate or something like that.
Well, like Mars or something.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm a big fan of dark bounty bars. So dark bounty bars and peanut Kit Kats.
Oh my god! Even normal bounty, I'm like, what?
Oh no, the best is when you get both and you have one normal or one dark and have it like a sandwich.
So that meme or whatever in Gavin and Stacey and just in general at Christmas, you got a set box of celebrations and all those bounties at the bottom.
Mate, those bounties go first in my house. Those bounties go first. Oh yeah.
What?
We like bounties in my we like bounties in my house.
Got with them Malteser, surely.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. We like we have stuff along with it, but the bounties are always the ones that run out first because those are the ones that people like in my house. We're a bounty house.
Oh God, that's...
The only way you can improve that selection box is if you put dark bounties in there. Just putting that out there.
Jesus, I mean,
Mr. Cadbury's, listen.
Of all the people I've met in my life, friends, family, colleagues at work, whatever, I genuinely know only about 5 or 6 people actually like a bounty, and you're the first person to admit they like a dark bounty. That's unbelievable.
Hey, we exist. We exist.
You're around in the in the stratosphere. You're around. Oh God. Right. So 6 minutes to go. Obviously, we'll give our predictions, but are you? I mean, judged by obviously you've given 4-0, but do you think it'll be easy from the start? Do you think it'll be like similar to last week where we'll get better as the game goes on, kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a slow game. I think the way we've set up is to sort of try and contain the ball because we've played without the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
Under Moyes, and I think he's trying to change that a little bit. Specifically, he's buying players that are good passers of the ball, i.e., even though he's a centre forward, Skamaka's a very good passer of the ball. So is Kera, Emerson, and Paqueta.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be surprised if that's what we try to do. No doubt it'll get knocked to Dawson, who go revert to type and do a 70-yard ball up, expecting Mickey Antonio's run, and no one's there.
Especially when he's on the bench tonight.
That's what I mean. Like he's on autopilot. He'll just do it on autopilot.
Right,
what I'm saying.
Right. I was looking at the scores from earlier in the Europa League. Man United beat Sheriff. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Sheriff. Yeah. 2-0 was it? Yeah, Sancho and Ronaldo. Well, that's an easy win. Right. So okay. So about 4 minutes to go. Just showing the. Looks a tiny stadium. I think it's only about 10,000. I think even Bournemouth's ground is bigger than the Silkeborg's one. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Good crowd in from the footage anyway. And the players about to come out. West Ham in their away black kit. Declan Rice leading the side out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it's only 10. It's one of them stadiums. I don't know if you can see it on the footage, Dennis, but
I've seen photos of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it. I want to go there now.
It looks like one of those sort of 18 to 20,000 seat stadiums, but it's only 10,000.
Well, there's people on Twitter have posted like the away. There's a bar, and then you turn around and you can actually see the pitch at the bar in the away stand.
I mean, they do it properly abroad. It's not like how we do it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're treated like an adult as well. Like I think the fans were being given a free beer while they waited to queue up, because you have to go and queue up for your ticket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I think how you for those who don't know, would you mind sharing with the 9 people watching what happened when you went Watford recently at half time?
Oh, Watford at half time was brilliant. Because they have this almost like when you order a McDonald's, it's like that, but what you want to drink, and you can order it at any time, and you can select or collect now or collect at half time. So you can pre-order your drink. So you could do that. Like, let's say you get in late, it's 5 minutes to kick off, quickly run up to a machine, do it, get your ticket. And then at half time, you just go down to the bar, show your ticket, and you get an actual molded plastic cup, not like a little bar, like a barbecue, like plastic cup. You get 100 for £1 down Wilkinson's. It's not like that, like the crap you have at West Ham.
Yeah.
Pump is not a can of beer poured like that, so it's like this much head. You're treated with a little bit more dignity, and it's Camden Pale and Camden Hell, and I don't know what the cider is on draft, but it's a slightly better quality beer as well. So it's ridiculous, and that's a championship club.
Yeah,
and it's £4 a pint.
£4.
Yeah, £4 for a pint. And opposite the ground, Watford Football Club officially own the pub opposite the ground. They have their own Hornets IPA. It's from a local brewery apparently. I kind of have to say it's good, because it's a club-owned beer, but I wouldn't go out of my way to drink it. It does help that the pub only other beer the pub serves is Foster's. So as a result, it is relatively popular despite that. But I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it.
No, but it's drinkable.
Yeah, it's better than Foster's, which isn't a good.
Well, I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
It's a bit like saying Luton are a professional football team.
Oh, have you seen the? You must have seen the videos of their away entrance going to someone's fucking back garden.
Oh yeah. It goes through someone's house or something like that.
Yes,
that's kind of what I'm referencing is like, it's a bit like that. It's like saying, Luton are a professional football team. Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, getting from right to left in this.
I've got the toss at the minute.
I don't think I'm going to wait for you tonight, mate, with your with your BT online coverage tonight. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, online coverage probably about a minute behind the last.
Yeah, I would wait, but it sounds a bit unstable from what you've said. So I think I'll just you can say your stuff after a minute after it's taken place.
Come back. I'll be there. You'll be close. But like, what? That was close. Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
And then Charles, just before we score, Charles comes on. It's a goal, and then goes away.
Yeah, well, as you'd expect, West Ham, I think it's going to be most of the game is, mate, just absolutely cruising it around the back, and Silkeborg not exactly pressing from the front. I don't think with the forward we mentioned earlier, Helenus, I think he's going to be harrying and chasing our centre backs down anytime with his height. So I think it's just going to be a containing job from a Silkeborg point of view, and you can't really blame them, can you? As you say, they're the lowest seed. They're pot 4, was it? Yeah, pot 4 in this group. So, and they lost to Anderlecht in match day 1. So they're going to obviously try and sneak a win as maybe from a set piece. It's hard because obviously we don't know anything about hardly any of their players, their style of play, anything really. So it's a bit hard to say at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the one thing I would say, because we said it this on the channel, ironically, this conference group is tougher than our Europa League group, but Silkeborg are the weakest link in the side.
In our
I
group,
say that, mate. Watch some shithouse 0-0 here.
Well played, and it's corner. Oh, that's a foul. Oh, ref plays it on. Soufal's got it down the right. Cross comes in. Oh, keeper does well actually to grab that one. But yeah, hopefully, obviously, Cornet starting again tonight. Hopefully, he has better luck in front of goal than he did against Chelsea when he hit the post when he should have scored, and obviously got that equaliser, which still can't believe was ruled out. But that was a good finish actually after Bowen is supposedly fouled Mendy, but he tucked it away well with a couple of players on the line. So hopefully, the bit of luck goes his way tonight.
Mm-hmm. He's ready. You could do with a goal.
Yeah, definitely. I think already the Cornet was on the right hand side. Now he's on the left. So I think him, Paqueta, and Scamacca are going to be a fluid front three in terms of their position, which is no bad thing. It's a good tackle from Rice there in the middle. Gets it from Cresswell. Declan's driving forward down the left. Cross comes in, and it's a corner, I'm going to say. Yep, corner comes in. Good run by the captain down the left. A good block by the attacker. Don't ask me who any of Silkeborg's players are, because none of us are really sure. I think it might have been.
Dare I ask what minute are you on?
I'm on 3 minutes and 45.
Yeah, you're a good minute and 10 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, that's not great.
Had the foul and that.
So Silkeborg got it down the left. Ball played across the box. That's one intercepted by Rice. He had a good start to. I'm going to get Silkeborg's lineup up, so I can actually have a see who's got the. It's going to be one of them where you look at the numbers and then see who's got it rather than know straight away. But yeah, I think they're playing like 4-4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1. I'm going to say something like that anyway. We're just coming up to 5 minutes play. It's been a bright start from a West Ham point of view, but Silkeborg are keeping the ball well decently. Comes to the left-hand side. Ball comes in. Shot comes in. Oh, my goodness. They've just scored. Oh, my God. I said what?
1-0 Silkeborg.
Yeah, it's number 7. Kusk it was. I mean, good build-up play down the left-hand side. And it's dragged back to the edge of the box. And Kuski hits it first time. And then Areola, I don't know if he was a defender was in the way, but it just absolutely flew past him. And it's Silkeborg who take the lead. Oh, yeah, out of nowhere. So, yeah, come down the left-hand side. Looks to be in a good position, and he quickened the play up. Good, lovely reverse ball. Then dragged back. Oh, I don't know if it took a deflection off Dawson. We'll have a look. Kusk hits it first time side-footed. I might have taken a deflection. We're going to see it again. A lovely reverse ball by one of the players. Oh, yeah, I think Areola was unsighted. Well, that's a bit of a turn-up. So, yeah, good first time.
I think I'm just getting the goal now because I'm at 4:40. Have a look for myself eventually. Apologies, I'm miles behind.
No, that's all right. But yeah, that's a bright start by West Ham. But yeah, first real chance the Silkeborg have taken it.
Yeah, defence really weren't expecting that, were they? We're not expecting a shot. Well, my 4-0's looking unlikely now.
4-1, mate. Yeah, I couldn't see who got the not the assist. I think that'll come up in a minute. But there was a lovely reverse ball which took out Sufal and a couple other defenders, and then the drag back was really, really good. And then I say Kuski hit it well first time side footed, but I think Arioli might have been onside or maybe weren't expecting it to go on target. So you're not the greatest score line we wanted after 7 minutes, but yeah, as I say, still plenty of time. But yeah, out of nowhere really. But yeah, as I say, it was good build up. Have you seen the goal now, Dennis? Dennis?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you froze. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. That's what I said. They were not expecting that. It's a good. The deftest of deflections, but a deflection nonetheless. For the context of where I am, I'm at 6 minutes and 10 seconds now.
Oh, okay, I'm like a minute and a half ahead of you.
Yeah. This is the beauty of watching it online, but this is the world. Sadly, this is the life I live. So
yeah, so West Ham just keeping the ball at their back. Dawson plays it to Sufal, and then plays it forward badly, out of play. Yeah, we've just got to remember West Ham. There's plenty of time left, and just got to be patient with it.
Keeping clean sheets has never really been our specialty, even under the clean sheet specialist of Sam Allardyce.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you could buy all these good defenders that we've got, but we're still susceptible to conceding goals, aren't we?
Yeah. I'd argue, without going too much into it, I think if we played a back four with an out-and-out better left back than Cresswell, I think that would stop a lot of our goals. But because we got priced out by certain players or missed out on players, we got Emerson, who's more of a wing back. So
yeah,
we use what we have.
Yeah, exactly right. Rice plays it forward, bit of a quicker tempo to this move. Cornet's got on the right, cross comes in, header, and it's straight at the goalkeeper from Emerson. Better from West Ham though. It was a good cross by Cornet. Did well to reach the back post, but Emerson got it on target, but not enough power to test Larson in the goal. Just watch it, just going on the BBC feed, and apparently Silkeborg have never won a game in a proper European competition. I think they've been in
enter West Ham.
I think they've been in the Toto Cup, I think, and the UEFA Cup and stuff. I don't think as BBC have never won a game in those. And I think they've got a few draws in there, but never a win. So hopefully that stays the same tonight.
Makes sense with Inter, because I did look on their history. They have won a title and a cup, but the title was in '94.
When they've got another chance. Shot comes, just wide. Jesus.
I mean, at the minute we're comfortable in defence with Dawson, but
that's a big chance, that one. Rice misses the interception, and then the tall forward plays it to the left. Well, that's not far away. I think it might be in the left back. He hits it into the ground and it scuffs wide. But yeah, that was a chance. That was. Yeah. So for all the possession we've had, it's Silkeborg with the goal and another big chance there, which you'll see in about a minute and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to have the header. Maybe it's the header. That was a terrible header.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? Good ball by Skamaka to Sufal on this right. Cross comes in. Oh, is that a penalty? No, ref doesn't. Does the ref give it? Yes. No. Does he give it?
It's like an episode of Vicar of Dibley. Yes. No. VAR will look at it regardless. So.
No, he's giving it. Yeah, VAR. Penalty? I don't think there is VAR in this competition, is there?
Thought there was, because VAR is what. Oh no, that's Europa League. Okay. Because VAR is what sent off Cresswell, but that was Europa League.
Yeah. So. Well, good cross by Sufal. and then Cornet's in the middle of the box, and then the defender pushes him. That is a blatant penalty. No need for, even if VAR was in use, they wouldn't even look at that. So we're talking about earlier who's going to take the penalty, and it's Lanzini who's stepping up to take this one.
Just had the chance. Jesus Christ! If there was someone at the far post, we'd be 2-0 down.
Oh yeah,
their manager knows it. Their manager is not happy.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Anyway, chance
again.
Yeah.
Back in the away from the studio, back at the live game.
back to the live feed. Right, come on, Manu, tuck it away, son. Here he comes. Yes, get in there. Great penalty, Manu. So just like that, West Ham have got an equaliser.
Just laughing because all the people talking about VAR taking the fun out of decisions and stuff like that. Nothing takes the fun out of football more than being a minute and a half behind on a watch along. Because I'm like, right, well, I've got the penalty coming up. Yeah. Okay. Looks soft from first glance. I'll wait for a replay.
Oh, mate, he had two hands. Watch the replay because he had two hands all over Cornet. But yeah, I'll tell you what, the goal. I think the keeper might have got a fingertip to Lanzini's penalty. But it was well directed, so in the end he couldn't keep it out. But yeah, just like West Ham have got an equaliser. Hopefully that will relax us a bit because yeah, we didn't react very well at all to the goal by Chris, I've got to say. But didn't have to wait too long for an equaliser, luckily.
I mean, I'm glad he did push Cornet because Cornet was not getting to that ball. So that cross was going to be just go to nothing. So it's ridiculously stupid for the defender.
It's brainless from the defender.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's ahead of the ball. Like, he's not going to get that.
I know, yeah. I don't know who it was. I'm sure it'll come up in a minute. It might be
number 20. Quist. It ends in Quist.
Zalquist, yeah.
He looks pretty gormless, I have to say.
Well, the views of Dennis do not reflect. Right, so yeah, ball possession has come up 60% for West Ham, which is no great surprise. She's got good ball good idea by Emerson, but easy enough for the goalkeeper Larson to pick that one up. But I tell you what, it's been a much more, considering the plastic pitch, I thought it'd be a real sort of slow burner. I think we both said it, Dennis. It's been anything but that.
Yeah, another thing, Lanzini almost falls over taking the penalty again. Could that be there's a bit of wetness on the pitch or something like that?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Because as someone that's played on a 4G pitch, like when it rains, it's horrendous.
Oh,
it's like it's like karting on ice. Or karting in the rain, sorry, should I say.
Charles is the best penalty ever. They all count, mate, if they go in. Wasn't Mohamed at all, yeah. Well, to be fair, it shows how accurate it was because I said a goalie got a fingertip to it, so it had to be if it was any less accurate, goalie saves it. I'm certainly more confident that Lanzini scoring than I was Declan against Nottingham Forest. I think I could say that same.
Oh, mate, I remember we were doing it, and I was like, "He's missing this. He's missing this. He is missing this penalty."
Well, especially as I had it on pause waiting for you to catch up, and Charles and a few others were watching, and they already knew what had happened, and we're like sitting there, come on deck, knowing that he missed it, or Henderson saved him, or like.
To be fair, that's why I don't look at the comments. Right now, if I looked at the comments, everything would be spoiled for me.
Well, no, I'd spoil it for you because
I know. Okay, I know. But it's like that's why I say that's why I think the only time ever I remember that again there was when we would always lose the 3-0 leads. It was 3-2 against Leicester, and Leicester had a corner, and Angus was getting quite nervous, and I was like, "No, Angus, I think it's fine." No, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna be fine because everyone was like full time. Thank God, full time. Thank God. We were all about 20 seconds behind.
FT.
Yeah, FT. Come on, you irons and things like that. And it's just like, I think we're gonna be fine. How can you say that to this? I think we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we were just fine. I'll tell you what, you'll see it in a minute. Dawson put in a brilliant challenge on Forderson, I think it might be the number 8 or someone.
Just
Someone
say
in
the shirt numbers.
in the box. He had to time it. If he times it badly, that's a penalty. So he did well to get the ball on that one.
Isn't that every Dawson challenge though?
Yeah, but basically, I mean, you don't get the Europa League team of the year if you can't tackle properly. So yeah.
No, what I mean is, it's either if he doesn't get it, man, he crunches him. There's no in between. There's no.
There's actually a bit of finesse, which is a bit unlike Dawson. So yeah, I'd say you'll see it in a minute anyway. But yeah, Silkeborg actually. Well, we weren't to know, but they're actually decent on the ball.
I've just seen it.
Have you seen it?
I think I have. It's very subtle.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Do you know what shirt number it was? The attacker.
I'll tell you in a second. No doubt we'll get a replay.
Oh.
It was number 10.
10 stat. I think I'm going to say. I'll just say number
10
10.
stat.
I'll just say number 10. That's why we need someone like who's a proper commentator, like Martin Tyler or someone. They actually know how to pronounce some of the surnames.
That being said, I remember like really getting annoyed with. I think John Motson would always put like accents on names that didn't need accents. Like Frank Nubel was Frank Nuble.
Yeah.
And it was like no, it's just Nubel. It's no.
He did that when he did the FIFA. When he did the FIFA games, when he did them as well, he'd say, instead of Yakubu, he'd say Ike Benny Yakubu. Like he'd say his full name. So just say Yakubu, John. Do you know what I mean?
My favourite one was I was watching a stream of, this was Allardyce's last season, and Tony Gale kept going on about Kuyat. He said, Kuyate. How amazing he's been. Kuyat has been amazing. And then like, I think, I can't remember what his name is, but the other commentator is the one that he's in Ted Lasso. He does the commentating on Ted Lasso.
Okay.
And he just kept saying, and Cheku Kuyate there. Yeah, that Kuyat, he's been brilliant. It's a Kuyate with the goal.
Yeah.
It's like Tony Gale was just there, just doubling down, calling him Kuyat. Oh, nice turn there by Lanzini.
Yeah, it's been a real good game to watch actually from both sides. It's obviously you hope for a game like this, but obviously with plastic pitch, you don't really know much about Silkeborg. You just never know. But I think they've been a good match actually so far, coming up to 19 and a half minutes.
The stadium reminds me of like a nicer, more compact Vicarage Road.
Yeah, well, unlike how they have it, where like even though it's only 10,000, all the corners are filled. Do you know what I mean? So it looks like, as I said earlier, I mean, I don't know if they can expand it. I mean, they probably could do put some seats in the lower section, can't they? I suppose. Seeing all the West Ham flags there behind West Ham's goal. Yeah, nice bright start. Silkeborg got the ball.
Good flick on. I'm a little bit behind, but good flick on by Skamaka. If only someone was running in there.
Yeah,
tap it in. Yeah, we'd have a free shot on goal with a goal.
Oh, just wide. It's Kuss, the goal scorer. That must have took a deflection, but this time goes wide. So it's a corner for Silkeborg. And the ball about 20 yards out. Had a pop. It looked to be on target, but I think it's a deflection off Dawson. It might have been. Yeah, takes a shot left-footed. Yeah, it comes off Dawson and goes wide for a corner. And they've taken it short down the right. Cross comes in, and Declan heads it up, and then Supal clears it away. I tell you what, I think Silkeborg have been more of a goal threat than Steaua Bucharest were for the whole game last week, I'd say, already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Obviously, being at home helps them, but even so. Actually, to be fair, I mean, Steaua, their league form hasn't been that great, is it? And they sort of played like that, whereas Silkeborg are fourth in the table, so they've got a few wins under their belt this season already. But it's weird with Denmark because there's only 12 sides in the Super League, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember again. My knowledge of Danish football was when I played it. I remember that because there were like 6 or 7 teams. I thought, oh, all these teams are good, but I was like, but yeah, there's only 10 in the league. It's like so. Every once in a while, you're more likely if you have a good season to get Europe than not.
Yeah.
Like finishing in the top 3, 4, you're likely to get that or not. So
yeah, definitely. Just back to this game, and Cornet's been fouled there by one of the defenders. No, Klings, I'm going to say, with the one of the midfielders. But yeah, I think Kusk, the number 7, he's one who got the goal for Silkeborg and had that shot earlier. He looks the most dangerous player, I've got to say, so far. Playing just off Helenus, the target man, the number 11. Lanzini's got it now. The space out wide if Emerson was free, but it is Cresswell. Cross comes in. Good ball in. Oh, it's well headed away. Might be Felix, I think, number 4. Soufal's got it. Engels, the left back, trying to get to him is Paqueta. Plays it to Emerson. Paqueta shoots and it's deflected. Comes out to Cresswell. Oh, not enough on it for Scamacca. Oh, he's done well there, Scamacca. Oh, brilliantly done. Ref, he's all over him. Oh, he's giving it the other way. Oh, that's
for me, we're gonna get a second penalty. Then I was like,
oh no.
What's going on?
This is out of the box.
Oh, okay.
No. It was near the touchline. Might have made it sound more exciting than what it actually was.
Yeah, I thought this was like inside the box. He'd won it back or something.
No. No, he did it like to keep it in play. It looked like it was going on. When the defender's trying to sort of keep him at arm's length, but he managed to get around him.
We've won a free kick where I am. They've got a second booking. Cornet just been hacked down by Klein.
Yeah, number 21. Yeah, I was going to say I was going to ask how far away you are. You're definitely a minute and a half behind now.
Yeah.
Shots on target, 2 for West Ham, and the 1 for Silkeborg was their goal. Obviously, block shots don't count. Obviously, on target.
Mm-hmm. And also, our shots on target one was one of the tamest headers I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's very true. His Kara plays it to Rice. He's gone to the right hand side, comes in field, plays it to Craig Dawson. Plenty of space for West Ham out wide. That midfield area is absolutely packed full of Silkeborg players. Here's Emerson. Go on. Back post. Oh, it's well headed away by Salquist, I think I'm going to go with. So there's plenty of space for the wing backs to exploit, but just the quality. Oh, we've won it though. It's Scamacca. Oh, what a goal! Oh, what a finish!
Brilliant.
That is unbelievable.
So people last week that were saying about how he's a waste of money, Hazard 2.0.
Oh my goodness! What out of nowhere? We won the ball up the pitch. I don't know if I see on the replay, but we won it up the pitch. Ball. Here we go. So Silkeborg trying to play out from the back. Poor pass to Cornet, first time. And Scamacca with a right-footed shot just on the edge of the box. The goalie gets absolutely nowhere near it.
I don't want to alarm you, but I did predict the 4 goal scorers. 2 of them would be Lanzini and Scamacca. If the next one is Cornet or Paqueta, I'm scared.
Well, you should have put a bet on it, mate.
No, because I'd have lost because I said 4-0.
Yeah. No, but you can still say the 4 goal scorers, can't you?
Yeah, but that would have been typical. I would have got the goal scorers correct, but the scoreline wrong.
Yeah. Well, what a fit! That was absolutely nothing. Good pressure from the front by Cornet, and then a first-time ball forward, and I think the ball just sat up for Scamacca brilliantly, hit it right-footed, and the goalie was went in the middle. It went in the corners, but still, it was too powerful for him. Here's Cornet. Oh, good save. Oh, offside after all that.
I was about to say, seriously, Cornet has scored now. Okay. Right, so here we are. Emerson's got the ball, back post. They try and play it out.
I'm not sure if he was offside that corner. That's the thing. Obviously, once they're in this competition, once the liner puts their flag up, that's it.
Right, Cornet's won the ball. He's got it. Edge of the box. Bang. Ah, that's a Football Manager goal. That's a Football Manager goal.
Yeah, so good turnaround by West Ham. Bit of obviously a shocking start. 5 minutes go behind, but 2 goals in the space. 25 minutes, but Lanzini on 13 minutes and the Scamacca 12 minutes later. Yeah, good confidence boost for obviously Scamacca. Obviously, as you said last week, mate, he didn't have the greatest first half of the end, why he got subbed off. But that's that'll do any striker a world of good if you're going to finish like that.
Indeed. Is again great finish, good composure to win the ball and things like that.
Oh, Craig Dawson, great defending out wide there. Just coming up with the BE games at the weekend, Arsenal, Tottenham, assuming that still goes ahead. This should be a fantastic game.
Come on, Arsenal.
Oh, good flip by Cornet. Strutting our stuff, West Ham. Now Lanzini's got it. Waiting for Paqueta to come on side. Oh, the ref now puts his flag up. Sorry, the liner puts his flag up again. I think Lanzini was just waiting for Paqueta to stay on side. I don't know what he's giving offside there. I have to see that again. Oh, okay. I think I'm up in. It might have been a couple of weeks then. I think that game. I don't know why they're saying that a couple of weeks in the game's coming up, but oh well, that's what they're doing anyway.
Yeah, I've just had the Cornet offside.
Oh dear, that's not great. Defended by Emerson. Kusk. Oh, it goes wide on this occasion. I might even go out for a throw-in. That's how wide it will be.
Now who's doing the Zaza shots?
That's the thing with Emerson. Obviously, he's a very technically gifted footballer, but as we saw at Chelsea, he's and as we saw last week against Steaua Bucharest, his defending is flat as to the sieve at times for me.
It's the issue is why so many people were quite underwhelmed by the signing. That's why it was kind of lamented that it was a stopgap signing for cover, effectively an upgrade on Masuaku.
Yeah,
because it's like I said, he's not going to be out and out left back. But what we've done is we built. Oh, go on. No, you go on. You talk about the game.
I don't know if it was. Oh bloody hell! The number 14 Brink. I think he stood on Cornet. I don't think he meant it, but I think he played the ball and then stood on Cornet. So it weren't a stamp or whatever, but it doesn't look good. But I don't think even a foul was given, but it didn't look good anyway. Ball comes in. Oh, Areola does well to hold that one. It keeps going down. Silkeborg keeps going down our right hand side. That seemed to where they have a lot of well, that's where where their goal come from, and then this cross just comes in. Engel, I think it was, and then Areola did really well to keep hold of that one with a couple of players flying towards him. I'll clear it. Well, Cresswell does well there with that one. And they've given a corner for that. Surely not. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Anyway, Silkeborg got a corner on the right hand side. Yeah, second corner of this first half. Kusk takes it. Header. Oh. What have they given there? The ball's gone in, but I think it's a free kick to West Ham.
Oh, okay. Reassuring.
Well, this is the thing. Obviously, having the game on mute, it's a bit hard to sort of say. Areola comes out. He's blocked. Yeah, that's a foul. The the head has gone in, but I think the ref blew his whistle straight away. Areola, he was pushed over by one of the players. So it was a good corner by Kusk, but yeah, goal kick, so it's still 2-1. Rice wins it. Skamaka wins it. Win it again. Yeah, well done. Cresswell's got it. Emerson tries to play it forward. Right. It's got a bit scrappy, this last passage of play. And ball. No, ref doesn't give it. Tell you what, Silkeborg have been actually really impressive, I've got to say. This whole match, I've got to say, so far. They've really, after, no, just me now. Yeah, no, I agree, mate. It looked a bit dodgy, that decision. But, yeah, no, that's one of those. I know goalkeepers obviously get an easy ride, but that was a definite foul on Areola that time. Rice drives forward. Holds it up, plays it back to Cresswell. Just makes them need to keep the ball for the last couple of minutes. Silkeborg have been on top so far in this last couple of minutes. Dawson plays it forward. Good ball to Skamaka. Well, that's not a good ball. You can see what he's trying to do, but West Ham win it anyway. Buqueta. The Brazilian's got it on the right. And it goes out for a goal kick. No idea what happened there.
No idea. Everything shut down. What minute are you on?
So I'm in the 34th minute, so 33:23.
Okay, I'm 32:07.
Okay, well you're closer than what you were before.
I'm gaining, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
So I totally missed the goal or the disallowed goal by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, unlucky there.
I'm getting to see a replay. Oh yeah, that's a foul, hands down, on the keeper.
Yeah. I was saying that just as you went off, after what Charles put in the chat, that yeah, I think the corner was debatable anyway. But yeah, and I know obviously goalkeepers get an easy ride with getting fouls and stuff from the referees, but that one was so blatant it was ridiculous.
Indeed. Well, the minute we're passing it around with a bit of urgency, but admittedly, I would know if something comes up because you'll have updated the score.
Yeah, I would have lamented our defending or something. Yeah, or praised our attacking. One of the two.
I think we should have got a corner there for that, but each to their own.
Yeah, no, Silkeborg. I think, yeah. I mean, obviously they're behind, but I think especially since Skamaka's goal, I think they've rallied really well. I've got to say, their heads haven't dropped at all. Ball comes in. Oh, one of their players gone down, and the ref hasn't give it. Thankfully, Skamaka loses. Buqueta loses foot, but West Ham still got it. It's weird, obviously, this is a European competition and it's new, but it's a bit of throwback in a way because there's no VAR and all that kind of thing, and it's obviously a small stadium, isn't it? You know, it's like going to watch a club in League One or League Two. Obviously, they're far better than that, but stadium-wise, it's a bit different.
Yeah, it's a bit like going to the old Gresty Road in Crewe or something like that.
Well, me and Mark will definitely be watching a bit of throwback football on Saturday because we're off to watch Southend.
Ooh, indeed.
And they're playing a big club in National. Well, Southend are a big club in National League, but in particular their opposition, which is Wrexham.
Okay. Have you been watching the documentary on Disney?
No,
you should. You should. It's very good.
I need to get the. Did Disney have like a free trial or like?
Yeah, 7-day free trial, but it's only like £7 a month. So think about it. You're effectively paying like less than £2 a week for it.
Yeah. Okay.
And all the Marvel, all the Star Wars stuff is on it. It's worth it. And there's going to be like a Disney are going to do a competitors for Drive to Survive.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to do. Keanu Reeves is going to narrate it.
Wow, that's a good start.
It's going to be a bit more HBO, like, or is it ESPN NFL sort of style?
All right, interesting. I think that is by Paqueta. Here we go, Emerson. Oh, good save. Larson with the save. A lovely move that was by West Ham. You'll see it in about a minute and 20 seconds. But
I've just had the player go down.
So Emerson played it to Paqueta. A lovely Cruyff flick, and again by Lanzini to Emerson. Shot was on. Yeah, decent enough save by Larson. Curled slightly away from him, but gets both hands to it. And it goes out for West Ham's second corner of this first half.
And to finish off that point about Disney, the main fundamental reason I bought it was so I could continue watching the X-Files after Amazon started charging you for
it. Corner comes in. Dawson! Yes!
Ballon Dawson.
It's 3-1.
Good job I didn't put that bet on, but yeah, would have been wrong on all fronts, but happy days.
Nice now, but that one, a great corner by Cresswell, I think it is. And then Dawson leapt like a salmon, Leon away-esque, and it's in the goal. 5 yards out, he got no chance. Yeah, great ball by Cresswell, right in the heart of the box. Or it might have come off the defender, actually, after all that.
Give it to Dawson.
Yeah, I'll give it a Dawson. He attacked it brilliantly, goes in. It might have been his goal, actually, but who cares? It's West Ham 3-1 and a really good turnaround after a bit of a shocking start.
Oh, I've got the beautiful flicks from Paqueta and Lanzini. Emerson going for a shot. It was a good save in the end. So Dawson 2.0.
Yeah, the goal's going to come up, so it comes straight from that resulting corner. Well, that's a bit of a bonus. I mean, to take the lead was obviously a great turnaround, but to get the third goal but before half time as well, it's a really good effort. I think it's a bit. I mean, we've done well with the 3 goals. I think it's harsh on Silkeborg actually, because I think they've played really well this first half. I've got to say.
I think they're zooming in on the number 10 at the minute. His mullet is the reason they deserve to lose. Oh yeah, Ballon Dawson didn't even really get too far off the air. It wasn't quite like Air Dawson against Leon.
No, it wasn't.
Just leapt up.
But he attacked it really well. His corner. Rice, West Ham playing with real confidence, as you'd expect. Rice plays it in, and it ends up with Emerson. Or just hits him, and then it's cleared away. And then Dawson with a great tackle. What game he's having, Dawson? Not just the goal, but a couple of great blocks as well at the other end. On his first start of the season as well, playing like he's never been away. Lanzini plays it to Cresswell. There was that talk of how would he play, how would he react after obviously not leaving in the transfer window. Well, watch this 40 minutes that have just taken place. I think that answers it, to be honest. Lanzini's Paqueta, or it's a good tackle by Forderson, I think it is. And Dennis is gone again. No, Silkeborg got it down the left. Where is it Paqueta that's gone down there? Oh, hopefully he'll be all right. Yeah, one of the it's the forward Hellenus won the ball. Might have been a clash of legs. It might have been. Just seeing it on the replay. Wins the ball, and then no foul given, and it wasn't a foul, but just one of those impact injuries of those boots that modern players wear, not exactly the most robust. So hopefully he'll be all right. You okay?
Yeah. Same thing happened when we were doing the all things West Ham.
I don't know if you saw it before it went off, but Paqueta has gone down injured. He's back on his feet though. It weren't a foul. It was a good tackle by Helenus, the centre forward, number 11. It's one of those sort of impact injuries, so he's walking, so he'll come back on hopefully shortly. Here we go, back underway.
Yeah, I've just had Paqueta go down injured, actually.
Yeah, so it was, you'll see the replay in a minute. It was a good challenge by Helenus. One of those the follow through, like the impact afterwards, and so I was just saying, as you went off it's like obviously the boots that the modern player wears, not exactly much robust, are they? So it's one of those. But he's back on the pitch now, Paqueta.
Yeah, if anything, it's Paqueta standing on his foot, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Dawson's got it, plays it. Oh, I think he tried to play on the pitch, boots it straight out of play. Anyway, we'll do it for the moment. Is Kusk, who's been Silkeborg's best player for me. Oh, it's well defended by a combination of Cresswell and Dawson there down that left. Sufal plays it forward. Oh, good challenge by. Oh, another good challenge by one of the centre backs. Silkeborg down the left again. Where they've had a lot of joy in this opening 43 minutes. Ball comes in, let it go, and then it goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, I tell you what, that number 7, Kusk, who got the first goal, got the goal for Silkeborg. He's been a
spark plug, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's obviously I know he got the goal, but he's their play has mostly been through him. He's just off Helenus, the centre forward. He's getting in that pocket between sort of Rice, Lanzini, and then our 3 centre backs. He's causing havoc.
Very, very impressive performance.
Yeah. Here's Paqueta, does well. Skamaka, great ball out to Sufal. Sufal does well, plays it to corner, I think it is. Yep. Then West Ham doing what they should do, keep hold of the ball until half time. Cresswell plays it forward. Back to Emerson, back to Cresswell. Good ball forward to Skamaka, hold it up. No, he does well there. Sufal's out wide again for him. A lot of space down that right. Sufal crosses it, headed on by Paqueta, but it goes harmlessly wide. He's putting a couple of good crosses tonight, Sufal, and that was again one of them. Paqueta running in, I think he's trying to flick it on for one of his teammates. I don't think he's trying to score there. Well, I hope he's not trying to score that one because it went harmlessly wide. And Dawson's got on the halfway line, plays it all the way back to Areola. Just coming out the 45 minutes. Can't see there been a 2-minute much stoppage, apart from that Paqueta, who was injured at the end of this first half. Can't see there been too much stoppage time. All right, the 45 minutes is up, and it's just the 1 minute of stoppage time. Rice gallops forward. Sufal. Back to Kera. Oh, Jesus. What? That was a shocking pass by Dawson. David Moyes weren't happy with that one. All right, then.
In the last minute, in about 10 seconds. So something about a pass.
Oh, good ball forward. Is Paqueta, can he get to it first? Oh, the defender's brilliantly to cover. And it's cleared up the pitch. There's only a few seconds to go. That's out of play. And that should be half time. Is ref blowing the whistle? Yep, there we go. So it's half time. What an entertaining first half that was. So yeah, it's a Silkeborg 1, West Ham West Ham 3 at the break. That's been that first half has absolutely flown by. West Ham fell behind. And after only 5 minutes, Kusk with a good first time finish with his right foot. After a good build-up play by Engel, the left back, with a good ball on the drag back to the edge of the box. Kusk first time finish might have took the slight deflection, but from then West Ham did really well to turn the game around. Lanzini got a penalty after 13 minutes after an almost blatant foul by Silkeborg, a push on Cornet. Lanzini tucks it away with Larsson getting a slight touch to it. And then halfway through, the first half, 25 minutes in, Scamacca scored a fantastic goal. Good pressure from Cornet up the front. Ended up with Scamacca just on the edge of the box. A great finish with his right foot. And then a few minutes before half time, Craig Dawson, his first start of the season. He's had a really good half. Craig Dawson, Cresswell with the corner. And then Dawson, not quite Leon-esque away, but he heads it in from the corner. And just like that, West Ham have got a 3-1 lead at half time. So what a half that was, Dennis. It absolutely flew by. Hey, mate.
Yeah, I mean, flew by for me because I missed probably about 15 minutes of it. So I've barely heard anything you've said since I last sort of got cut off. Something about a bad pass. Moyes isn't happy about it, and then it's half time. So because I've given up with BT for the time being.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. West Ham just keeping the ball wet after Dawson's goal, and but it's been a real entertaining half, mate. From what you saw of Silkeborg, I think look, West Ham done well since also they scored, but I think the home side have been I think they've played really well. Got to say that in that first half, and 3-1, I think I think it flatters West Ham to a certain degree, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, happy to be ahead, and like we're winning away from home. We're 3-1 up. We're looking relatively comfortable. The plastic pitch hasn't been an issue, and we've got a lot of options on the bench. I'd making some substitutes early second half to keep people fresh. We've got Everton away at the weekend, which for me is a must-win game in order to get our season back on track. So that for me the priority is second half. Don't have a meltdown second half, but at the same time ensure Scamacca, Paqueta, and maybe even Rice gets get hooked in the second half. So you got keep them fresh, but I don't think you'd take Rice off. But that's what I would do.
Yeah, it depends. No, I wouldn't disagree with that. But Silkeborg, our defence doesn't really help things, but I think they've been a real goal threat throughout. Obviously, they got off to a brilliant start, taking the lead, but even since then, they've had a number of efforts and some close calls, and they could have even extended their lead. I think it was Engel, the left back, had an effort that went wide just before Lanzini got the equaliser through the penalty spot. So they've been a real and Kusk, who got the goal for Silkeborg, he's ran the show from their point of view, just off the front, heading us. The strikers looked a real threat and a target man. So we've had to put a body on the line a few times. That obviously Dawson got the goal, but he's defended really well at times as well. So and plus we've given it away at times in bad positions, and they've counted really well from it.
Yeah. It's they've certainly been no walkovers. They've given us a few hairy moments. Another day it could quite easily be 3-3 at half time, or even 3-2 because the penalty may not have been given another day. It's the way it goes, really. Glad to be winning because obviously we've had a bit of a sluggish start to the season, but this will be back-to-back wins, admittedly in European competition, but still back-to-back wins.
Yeah, well, we've got to make sure we well in the second half because, as I say, Silkeborg have looked a real even going behind and even getting the third. West Ham getting the third goal. Their heads haven't dropped at all. They're their sort of commitment and their attitude have been absolutely first class, I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's no longer like under Pellegrini. It was when we went 1-0 down. It was kind of like, oh, here we go again. Whereas winning games from behind. Remember the stat that came up kind of just before the revival under Moyes, the very beginning of the 2021 season, of the amount of games lost from points from winning positions, and also like how many points gained from losing positions. We were top and bottom of both those charts, and now we're probably the other way around, in my opinion.
In the 1920 season.
No. The very big. So the first two defeats, Newcastle and then Arsenal, of the 2021 season. I remember stats came up and we were like top of the league in games lost from winning positions, but bottom of the league in points gained from losing positions.
That was in the 1920 season. That was.
But it was also in the when we lost those two opening games, they brought up that stat and said that since Moyes had taken over, I think they said the stat of points won from losing positions, we were bottom.
Yeah,
I think the stat was from when Moyes took over in December 2019. And it was like, yeah, that's completely changed now. Now we go behind. It's okay. We can quite easily get a goal or two now. We don't always do it, but it does happen.
Well, I think even when Pellegrini, obviously, we were doing the same when at the start of that season, wasn't he? As well. But I was mainly talking about Silkeborg, how their attitude was really spot on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're 3-1 down and they're playing like they're 3-1 up. So that's
apologies. The internet must have skipped when you said that. I thought you were talking about the comeback from going 1-0 down.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, it's good for obviously West Ham, but I mean, I think I was mainly, it was more sort of Silkeborg's attitude I've been really impressed with.
They're not playing like a team that's never won in Europe before.
No, that I have to say, that's a real surprise, and they're just showing their goal. Good first time finish by Kuss, but I might have took the slightest deflection, or maybe Areola he was wrong-footed, or. But well, I suppose that's what happens when you shoot first time. Obviously, the goalkeeper's genuine, not set, are they? So I think it might have been one of those things. But he hit it well.
It was one of them for me, Clive. One of them.
Well, yeah. Right, Lucas Paqueta, the goat. Yeah, great player. They're just showing the penalty incident, and that is the clearest penalty you're going to see. It's not even the most usually you get when you do Dennis.
Yep.
When you do like a defender doing a little shove, it's like so subtle, or whatever. But
it was. They were fucking ahead of the ball. Why would you?
Yeah.
It's like something you'd expect in like a year 7 football match. Like,
oh mate, yeah, definitely. And just showing Scamacca's goal. I mean, they gave it away, but Cornet did well to play it to Scamacca, and that's a great finish.
Just that's the kind of shooting from range and power. When we were in the Airbnb in Benidorm, that we were looking at the his goal highlights, we were talking about someone that could just take a shot, whack it, and it go on target, rather than the Antonio or Rice, where Rice would do a shot sort of like that or run onto it and power it over, whereas Antonio would run, turn and try and shoot, and it would always just fly over.
With the Dawson goal, they've just zoomed in BT, and it looked weird because it came off his shoulder.
So just like the Leicester game, when he equalised in the last minute using his shoulder.
Yeah.
And VAR were like, well, it's his shoulder. He's allowed to use his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing the penalty again on my one. It's just okay. Look, we just talk about the way he throws his arms in the air. It's like if you're going to act like you haven't pushed him, keep your arms where they were when you pushed him. Don't then move them in the air to make it really obvious. Oh, right, he's just shoved him. And
did you see the reaction of number 8? He's got the Alice band Forderson. He was screaming in like agony because the goal in the last one nearly saved.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He thought, as I was about to say, look, he was about to celebrate saving it.
No, but it's been action packed, mate. I mean, obviously, it's hard with a team like Silkeborg where we don't know too much about them. And we don't know how they're going to play, whether they're going to be attacking, defensive style of play. You just don't know. Sometimes it's just great watching a side where you find it out on the night kind of thing. And
it's like the old school back when you didn't really know an awful lot about a team.
Yeah,
like can imagine like before the era of the internet, like this game, this was going on in like the early 90s. It'd be like, like I think other teams would have a bigger reputation, whereas now we're in a sort of era where I think the joke was it was meant tongue in cheek, but like Viborg are going to knock us out. Great, we're going to be knocked out by a club without an official Twitter account. Like,
have they not?
No, Viborg and this team as well. They don't have an official. They have a Twitter account, but it's not verified.
Oh, okay, right.
I mean, it's run by someone at the club. So it's like, but that's like the era. Like this was said tongue in cheek by I think it was Faith Colton. But it was like, but we are in that generation where people like, they haven't got an online presence. I don't really. I know them from Football Manager is the famous last word.
Yeah, or FIFA.
Yeah. Which again, I say the Football Manager thing tongue in cheek a lot. Goes, he's good on Football Manager. Like I know that's not real life.
Well, unless you like have like Prozone or like one of the other sort of scouting systems or whatever, then or unless you have all the channels or whatever, it's very hard to watch certain European clubs anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know which channel would have Danish football. I'm not quite sure. So let's go to the chat. Andrew, thanks, mate. Great stream from Turkey. Thanks a lot, mate. Seen loads of West Ham fans in Turkey today, including myself. Nice one. Well, good stuff. What's this you've sent me, Dennis? On the
that's the away end.
You're joking.
That's the away end. It's that small.
Oh my. So just for context, Dennis just sent me a tweet from Football Away Days of someone on Snapchat. Oops, shouldn't have played that.
If you go on my Twitter handle, which is my @, thing, I've just retweeted it. You'll see it there.
Yeah, it's a bar, and you can turn around with no shitty little curtains that we have in the UK, where you can't see. You can't drink with the view of the pitch. None of that. It's just you turn around and the pitches are there. Absolutely brilliant.
There's like 2 or 3 rows of seats. That's the away end.
Yeah.
And like you could just stand at the bar and watch the game through netting, because they don't do fencing anymore in Scandinavia. It's netting.
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, you obviously you've been to Germany a lot and watched a few games in Bundesliga. I mean, it's. You said it about Watford. It's probably even more so where you're treated like an adult, and it's a proper experience.
Yeah, you're trusted to make your own decisions. Obviously, they don't. Here's a glass. While we're at it, here's a switchblade. Like, they're not going to. They take things away from you that you're not meant to have at grounds. But they don't. They like you're allowed to be in the stand with football. Like when I brought my German mates over, that we took them to Watford because they were visiting Watford. And they were absolutely apoplectic that they couldn't take the beer out of the concourse. They were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You're not allowed. Yeah. Not even to stand. You're not even allowed to stand in like the. I can't really describe it any better, but there's almost like a mini tunnel in the stand we went to, the family stand. You're not allowed past this line with the beer. They have the authority to kick you out if you step past this line. It doesn't really happen, but they were just this is unheard of. Like fans would not go to the stadium if this was the thing. I'm like, welcome to English football.
Yeah,
like,
I think that rule needs to seriously be looked at. It's so prehistoric and archaic.
Well, sadly, there's Muppets that ruin it.
Yeah. No, very true. There's a really good account on TikTok. I can't remember the name of it, but when they stay in like the hospitality for like a match, or I think they went to the golf PGA, had the BMW PGA Championship at the weekend. They went there as well, at the clubhouse they had there, and that's pretty good. Dennis is frozen again. He's froze out at a good time. But yeah, thanks everyone that's watching. I've just noticed we're on over 450 subs now. So thanks very much. Really appreciate it. So our players are out for the start of the second half, and if it's anything like the first half, I think we'll be in for a right treat in this second 45. Just seeing there's any subs. I don't think there will be. I think both teams played pretty well in that first half. So it'd be unless there's any injuries, I don't think there'll be many subs at all from either side. Well, they're saying that. I think Silkeborg were actually making a change. It's number 25, Lucas Clinton's coming on for Engel, the left back. So I'm not sure if that's a like for like. We'll find out, I guess. That's a throwback Thursday, Russ. Den's AOL logged out again. Yeah, what's his email? Yahoo or something like that. God. Oh, throwback. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see shortly, but yeah, it's a change for Silkeborg. Yeah, Clinton's come off for Engel, so we'll see shortly if that's a like for like or it's a change of formation. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not. Space probably exists somewhere, but the point I was going to make. Throw the cups with the beer down on the home fans, like, and then it will be taken away from us again. Sadly, like,
yeah,
you've been to the England game with me. The paper airplanes, I guarantee you, a few of those will get lobbed when they're bored.
Oh yeah, 100%. So there's no subs for West Ham, but there is a sub for Silkeborg. Clinton, number 25, is coming for Engel, who's the left back. So we'll see if that's a change of formation or just a like for like. Good thing we got it on mute, Dennis, because we're not missing the absolute shithouse commentary of Steve McManaman.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Like, seriously, was Jermaine Genius not?
But although we are missing out on Peter Drury, who's a pretty epic lead commentator. So
available. Watford boy.
Say that again, Dennis.
Watford boy. Got to give a big up to him. He's from Watford.
No, Dennis, your connection's going again. Is your housemate turn the router off again?
Fine for me. I'm hearing you.
Let Dennis sort out his internet.
Everything's fine. Can you hear me? Yeah,
I can hear you now. Yeah, your webcam's like it's like your that
all time. I was saying back.
Cutting edge streaming here on
lying. I don't know what's going on here, but everything was fine on my end. What was I going to say? Was Peter Drury is from Watford?
Oh, was he?
He will come from Watford.
Right, anyway, Soufal's done the right, plays it forward. Is that a foul call, Nate? No, nothing given. Right. Plays it back to Larson, the goalie. Pulled off a good save from Bequeta in the first half. Showing the foul from Kara there on the number 10 stat, I think we're going to say. It's going to the chat. Is Den still on MySpace? That's
I referenced that earlier, so
something you have to wait for. Well, we know what you do.
Hello.
We know what you do on a Thursday, Russ. Cool, quality. All right, Ariana rolls it out. Here's Soufal. Bit of a slower tempo already in this start of the second half. Soufal plays it forward. Good ball to Cornet. What minute are you on, Dennis? Is your feed working?
I'm not.
Well, you're not watching it.
BT Sport, BT, BT player keeps saying error.
Oh, okay. Well,
and also I have gone on MySpace for us, but I can't remember my logins. So,
oh mate, I think like a lot of people. I deleted my account years ago. You know, it's bad when I remember going on there. And it was like, add me on Facebook. It was like, oh, okay, well, that's everyone's moving on kind of thing.
Set with sort of.
Up to 50 minutes. It's on the second half. Right, Silkeborg got at the back. They play it in midfield. Interesting to see how they play this second half. Did they play at the same tempo as the first half? Can they sustain it for the whole match? If they
right, I'm on.
Right, if they could.
I'm on minute 49.
Oh, nice. You're only a minute behind. You're getting quicker, Dennis.
There we are.
Oh, here we go. Was it Tom, wasn't it? MySpace Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a throwback, mate. Any more throwbacks you want to throw away, Russ? It is Thursday, after all. Hashtag throwback Thursday.
Bebo.
Oh, no, I didn't have Bebo. I didn't bother with that. Oh, Dennis, you froze at the right moment. I'm gonna have to get my phone and take a picture of that. You could do you could go meme crazy with that face you've just pulled. I'm actually I'm just gonna take one quickly. That is just genius.
Bebo.
Oh mate, you froze, and I'm gonna send you I'm going to send you a picture of you doing your pose. It's like meme worthy.
Oh god! But anyway, I was trying to say Bebo is the next throwback one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I didn't bother with Bebo.
Oh god! No, I'm not happy. It's like Russ. It's like that meme or that screenshot where someone goes, "Smile, be nicer." Nothing to smile about in my life. It's that picture of the miserable man not smiling on Facebook. Oh god!
Right, Soufal's got it down the right. Chips it forward, or tries to find Lanzini. Goes too far above him, and it's picked up by Lars, who throws it forward, and it's well collected by a combination of Cresswell and Rice. Skamaka does brilliantly. Oh, what great play that was. Plays out to Soufal, not for the first time. Oh, was that a foul, referee? No. Play goes on. It's been a proper throwback, not just football-wise and in the chat with Russ, but also just the officiating. Like no frills, not trying to over-referee the game, just letting the players get on with it. Oh, here we go. MSN chat.
Oh, the nudge, sending the nudges.
They're sending a nudge, yeah.
Sending a nudge.
Yes, it's been a much sort of lower and slower tempo at the start of this second half, anyway, from both sides. Have you seen it, Dennis?
Yeah, just on Jesus.
That is, you could do so much with that.
It's like that picture of me and her name's Yana from when I was over in Germany. It was like
is it on the bench?
The one where we're both sat on a bench, and it's like we're both like condescending, like, oh, really? How did that work out for you?
What's Charles said? They just mentioned Bay on
Lars Jacobsen.
Lars Jacobsen. What the fuck? What they mentioned Jacobsen for? Did he play for Silkeborg or something?
Possibly, although maybe just said Danes that played for West Ham.
Or is Steve McManaman just talking rubbish as usual?
Steve McManaman's been playing FIFA 11 again.
Lars Jacobsen underrated according to Charles. Your faces when he said that. He's an absolute peach. Oh, okay. Cheers, Charles. Talking about Danish players. Yeah, fair enough.
Was it Henrik Pedersen was serving West Ham fans beer because he has a pub in the town or something like that?
What you used to play for Bolton?
The one that used to play for Bolton, yeah, amongst other people. But yeah, it was videos yesterday of serving pints. I think he scored one of the goals that sort of effectively relegated us when they beat Middlesbrough 2-1. It was him or it was Per Fransen, one of the two. It was a Danish player scored the goal that kept them up.
It might be Franson. I think Pedersen joined a few years after that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there's one defender. I need to look up where he's definitely from Scandinavia. But I need to find where.
There's plenty. Like Agger, he's Danish.
Yeah. He's a brilliant one. I don't think you mentioned it already. He played for Villa, and it's Martin Laursen.
Oh yes, he was a bloody good defender as well.
And another one not from Denmark, but from Sweden was Olof Mellberg as well.
Great player. When I was at uni, I worked with a guy that looked like him. It was funny. That sports director.
What, Olof Mellberg?
He looked like Olof Mellberg. So we kept begging him to grow a beard similar to what I've got, and when he did, it was like, oh my god, you are Olof Mellberg. It's crazy. Like you are like shaved, like buzz cut Olof Mellberg with a beard, with a blonde beard like this. Another Danish, Stig Tofting. Do you remember him for Bolton?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
He got sacked from Bolton for like ransacking a hotel or something like that.
Wow.
No, Bentner's not obscure enough. Everyone knows about Lord Bentner.
Oh no, I think we're just talking about. I thought we were just talking about any Danish player.
Oh, we can. Loads. I was just thinking of the nice obscure ones like.
It is not obscure, but another throwback from Russ, Napster, to download some.
I can't remember news, but did you remember the really rubbish remake to the Italian Job? I think the only good thing about it.
I thought it was decent actually. If you ignored if it was called something else.
Oh no! Oh, we had. I think we had this conversation. Yeah, if it was anything else,
and
they don't have Charlie.
Yeah, if it was
just have it called the Italian Job, just call it.
Yeah, they just called it American Steel, whatever it is they start Volt, like a Volt or whatever.
Yeah,
heist or what? Yeah, American Heist or whatever. They called it something like that. Yeah, but
But in it is Seth Green's explanation of why it's called Napster, because he was taking a nap and he stole the idea.
That was the little background stories of was it Mos Def?
Mos Def, who wanted to have a house where he has a room just for his shoes.
Just for his shoes, and he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it introduced the world to Jason Statham properly, though. So that's
Jason Statham, Seth Green. Who's Edward Norton's the villain?
Ed Norton, and there was Charlie Theron as well.
Yeah, and is it Donald Rumsfeld?
Donald Glover. Donald Rumsfeld's the very corrupt US politician.
Oh, not him then.
Although on the subject, watch the film Vice, people, if you haven't. Steve Carell's take on Rumsfeld is pretty good.
Oh, is that the Christian Bale?
Yeah, Christian Bale plays Dick Cheney. Yeah. So it's
well, there's a reason why we're talking about Danish players, Napster, and Dick Cheney, because this second half has been a bit flat, to be honest, in this opening 12 minutes of the second half, which is fine from a West Ham point of view. Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, that's what I said. Donald Sutherland, because I know Donald Rumsfeld.
Donald Glover.
No. I said Donald Rumsfeld, not Donald. Sorry, not Donald Rumsfeld. No, Donald Sutherland, aka if you haven't seen it, the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, probably his most famous film.
Oh, wait, I've never heard this player. Bjarne Goldbeck?
That could be an actor in this film. I don't know with Russ.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Oh, okay.
what I'm thinking now is who was the? I think she was Danish. The woman that played Ivan Drago's wife in Rocky. There's a reason I'm saying this because she went on fantasy football with Baddiel and Skinner and was absolutely mental in the interview. I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bjorn Goldbeck played for Chelsea and Fulham. It appears.
Wow, no.
He looks like Paul Gascoigne.
Okay. I'll look that up.
Well, but in the photo of him on Google, he looks like Gascoigne.
Both for Fulham and Chelsea. All right. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, current players, you've got obviously Christian Eriksen. Yeah, and who was the crap one for Liverpool? A good player, but it was terrible for him. Was it Paulson? Was it Christian Paulson?
Yeah, my friend John's most hated player.
Or was he Norwegian? I get confused.
No, he was definitely Danish because I photoshopped John's face onto him when he started the picture of him signing with Roy Hodgson. I used to post it on his Facebook wall for his birthday.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Danish.
that's it. Bridget Nielsen. She's Danish. She went on fantasy football with Baddiel and Skinner in the 90s, and I think there's a scene where she's shouting something in Danish while holding some cheese or something. Oh, Russ has got such a shout. Thomas Helveg, great right back.
Thomas Helveg. Who did he play for?
Norwich, Inter Milan, Stuttgart.
I'm gonna have to look up Premier League. While this game is still not kicked into life in the second half, we're gonna have to look at some of the Danish players now.
I've just Googled it. The episode she appears in is just called the infamous Bridget Nielsen episode. I can't remember. I just remember there's a scene where she's holding something. I think it's fish or cheese, just in her hand and just shouting at people or something. I don't know if it was like a sketch, like they put her up to it, or whether she was just acting on her own thingy. But it is the infamous 1998 Bridget Nielsen episode. Jesper Gronkia.
Yes, Gronkia. Yeah, scored one of Chelsea's most vital goals, you'd probably argue.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, we'll go back to the game quickly because West Ham are actually near somewhere near Silkeborg's goal.
I mean, I've just got them Silkeborg passing it round the back at the minute. I'm at the 59-35.
Okay, just gone past 61 minutes. So a few subs for Silkeborg. Helenius, the captain, the strikers, he's been subbed off. And then Adamson, number 23 is on in his place. And then I think they've got a couple more to come on as well. And I think with West Ham making a couple as well. I think I just saw Souček and Bowen, I think, if I looked correctly. The goal scorer Kusk is coming off for Silkeborg. Just scored their goal after 5 minutes. And Jorgensen, that's a proper Danish name. He's come on in his place. And here we go. There's 3 subs for West Ham. Are they going to come on now? Yep. So, your wish has been granted, Dennis. So, Rice has been subbed off. The captain, who's played well tonight. He's come off and Souček's on in his place. And then it's Ben Rama and Bowen are going to come on as well. So, Paqueta's come off for Ben Rama. And I would imagine the corner is coming off for Bowen. I know it's Skamaka is off and Bowen's on in his place. Dennis Romerdal. Yeah.
I've got one for you as well. Klaus Jensen.
Oh, what a player he was.
Great
Charlton,
player.
Wasn't he? What a player.
Charlton, I think he was at Fulham?
Might have been,
yeah.
Yeah, Fulham, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
Gravison is another one.
Thomas Gravison, yeah, what a player he was. Here's one that I'm surprised Russ has brought up already. Is John Jensen.
Oh yeah, we scored. He won it. He scored that infamous goal, or famous goal for them in '92, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
He said no for Denmark in '92, the Euro
Oh,
final.
the Euro '92.
Yeah.
Oh, a very underrated goalkeeper actually is
Brian Jensen.
Brian Jensen, but even probably a better quality of goalkeeper is Thomas Sorensen.
Yes. So I thought you were saying Jensen, but yeah,
What do you? Cheers,
I
Charles.
wouldn't say that. I'd say it's more just saving his legs because he's played every minute of football bar the playoffs. So I think he's just saving his legs last 25 minutes.
Yes, it should be. I mean, I think by the look of it, Silkeborg have, obviously they haven't really got going in the second half at all, have they? So that's probably why. No, not scrubs. No, they're not.
Go on, Charles TLC Johnson.
That's why I love. Well, one of the many reasons I love the other guys.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell film.
I know exactly. Are you sure you've never heard of TLC?
Yeah.
No.
And it goes TLC references.
It's the fact that he works in Bed Bath and Beyond as well.
The what? Sorry.
Oh, the fact that he works in Bed Bath and Beyond as a second job, despite being the chief of police.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the extended? Because I've got the DVD. Have you seen the extended version of that? He does like a sort of team talk style thing before when he goes like the new bath mats are in town. You know that scene?
No, I'll need to YouTube it. I'm assuming he does it like he's a cop or something like that.
No, he does it, but there's that, but an extended like it goes on for 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like it goes on a proper like cheer, like leadership kind of thing, but it's like all ad lib and stuff because obviously Michael Keaton I think he was a stand-up one before he was an actor or whatever, or was a comedy actor before he got into sort of Batman and all that. And he just went on a proper sort of monologue talking to his staff and that, like obviously in the film. But there's an extended version for like 20 minutes. It's just like obviously in the film they only had like a minute or not even a minute. So, but it was just fantastic. Oh, yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls. It's a good tune, actually, isn't it?
Very quickly, just to go back, I've just thought of I think the ultimate obscure, or okay, he's not that obscure if you supported the teams he played for, but it's just like wow.
What Danish player?
Danish player, Beck,
Yeah.
the striker that played for Borough and Derby.
Oh my god!
Like, everything about that man screamed, "I am not a footballer."
Yeah,
it did not look like a footballer. But yet he popped up with, would pop up with about 5 to 10 goals a season.
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, in terms of ability and not obscure, is obviously Peter Schmeichel.
Oh, there's loads. Like you can go Joachim Anderson at the minute playing for Crystal Palace, for example.
Your favorite ever player, Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's loads. Yeah. Oh, hang on, is that one or is he Norwegian? Oh, I was going to say Jonathan Johansson of Charlton, but I don't know if he was.
Jonathan Johansson was Finnish.
Ah, well,
he famously,
but yeah,
most famous thing I remember of him is when he scored the winner against Wales and Craig Bellamy was like, I don't think Jonathan Johansson's good enough to score a goal at this level, but yet here we are. And it's kind of like, well, hang on, he's played Premier League football for about 5 years.
Yeah, I remember you all right?
Yeah, I've just thought of two, but you go ahead.
Now, Soufal, back to the live action. Soufal. Oh, it's a poor ball. Sorry, carry on.
I've just thought of two.
No. Right, hang on. I've got to go. The Russ is the best TalkSport call.
He's not finished
by far.
He's not finished. He's 27. No, he's not
finished. He's 28.
Well, I just thought of a great one that Alan Nielsen that used to play midfield for Watford, but I don't think he played for them in the Premier League. But
okay,
I'm pretty certain they signed him from someone that probably was in the Prem. I'm not too sure. And Löwenkrantz, who's also got a famous internet thing for Scottish football of back in the day when you could do your photos on both Twitter and Instagram at the same time. And the Instagram one was one of he goes, happy birthday to my baby boy, 12 years old today. And someone's replied saying on Twitter, going, I hope he scores goals for Rangers like his old man. And he's actually talking about his dog. And then there's a Photoshop picture of the dog in a Rangers shirt celebrating. It's like, because then you go on Instagram, it's like, because it just says Twitter photo or things, or no, link to his Instagram account, and you click on the link, and it's a picture of his bloody dog.
I'm just going through. Silkeborg on the attack. Ball comes in. Oh, it's cleared by Sufal to Suchet. Oh, he does well there. Chance here. Cornet. Oh, it's not a great touch, actually. Thomas Gardso.
I've not heard of that player.
So he played, I think he was a centre-back for West Brom. Ipswich and West Brom. You know that West Brom where they were like up and down, a bit like how Norwich are now.
Yeah.
They're like, so I think it was around that sort of era.
Oh, great. Not that obscure.
Great question. Hang on, come back to that, Dennis. Great question by Russ. Who's been the best Danish player in the Premier League? Well,
Schmeichel.
I think
Peter.
Well, I think goalkeeper was Peter Schmeichel. His son, Casper's not too far behind. Ben Rama shoots. Cornet or just fizzles out of fizzles there. Yeah, I think best Danish player. Yeah, I think Peter Schmeichel was obviously amazing. I think Christian Eriksen, for what he's done at Tottenham, and he's obviously done all right at Man United after that poor start, and obviously Brentford was fantastic. So I think Eriksen's got to be up there for me. There's quite a lot.
I mean, one thing we used to like doing with when we were about 21, 22 was having like FIFA nights with like pizza and beer, and we would create like Scandinavian XI. We'd create like the former Yugoslav Republic and the Soviet Union XI of like just the best if they were still together. And if Scandinavia is one country, so you'd have like, but what we would do is we would either play older versions or create the player. Like, for example, we'd have the strikers for Scandinavian XI would be like Henrik Larsson and Ida Gudjonsson would be the strikers. Okay. Peter Schmeichel would be in goal. You'd have like Olaf Melberg, Ronnie Jonsson, like players like that, like players that wouldn't necessarily have played together, but would have been the best players. Another honourable mention, although not a dishonourable mention, but I thought was a good goalkeeper, but was just caught up in the shuffle. That Lindegaard that was at United.
Andreas Lindegaard.
Yeah, I thought when called upon, he did a good job at Man United, but I remember we were linked with him quite a bit as well. When we got newly promoted, when Jaskelainen 3, the alternative was going to be Lindegaard on loan for the season. I remember being all around Twitter.
I think in terms of for what Ross put earlier, I think you mentioned him earlier, Dan Agger for about 3 or 4 seasons at Liverpool it was absolutely amazing.
Scored that absolute screamer against us.
Oh yeah.
First season.
Yeah, was that the one where Zamora got the flukiest goal, like massive?
One of the flukiest. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had some fluky goals that season. There was the one he scored against Villa in Tevez's debut that sort of hit his thigh and went in. Otherwise, it was a Konchesky header going straight at the keeper.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shot coming from number 27. I think one of the subs for Silkeborg, Jorgensen, but it went harmlessly.
To come back to Russ, I'll say, yeah, but Henrik Larsson, for example, would have walked into that team in his prime. So
yeah, well, it's funny because obviously weren't Denmark, they weren't even in the tournament, weren't they?
No, it's a great history lesson there. Because of the Yugoslav war, Yugoslavia were expelled, and therefore Denmark, as the team that Yugoslavia beat, they qualified. And back then it was just an 8-team tournament as well.
Was it just 8 teams in 92?
Yeah, it went straight semi-finals. They because this is when England were in the group of death with France, Sweden, and Denmark, and drew all the games. and back then it was 2 for a win. And I think the Danes shithoused France to go through. There is a film about it on Netflix, but sadly it's all in Danish.
Good cross, or is it Bowen gets up, but doesn't go on target? Did you say there was a documentary or something?
There's a film. There's an actual dramatized film about it, but it's not in English. It's just in Danish, and I don't think there was English subtitles. I didn't watch it in the end. It was on Netflix for years, like early Netflix made film. But yeah, like they didn't have Michael Laudrup as well. He refused to play because it was like last minute.
Yeah,
because
he would have been an amazing player if he played in the Prem. Obviously, he didn't. Did he?
No, he came very close to signing for Liverpool, apparently.
Although we can say we watched him managing the Premier League because he managed Swansea, didn't he?
But yeah, he famously refused to play because they were given something like 2 weeks to prepare, and he was just like, no. I've got pre-season to go. Because back then you'd have the tournament, then you'd have pre-season, and he just point blank said, "No, I'm not going to go to the Euros and just to go out in the group stage, go out of the group stage." But I think his brother was in the tournament still. He was the main player.
Oh, it's a chance here for Silkeborg. Shot comes in. Oh, it's well saved. Oh, goal. 3-2. A good counter by Silkeborg. It's Tengstad with the goal, and out of nowhere they've got a goal back.
Oh no! Get the PTSD dog from West Ham clips.
Bloody hell! I mean, it was our corner, and then Bowen gave it away, lost the ball, and then we just couldn't get back in time. And then the 23 ran through, shot was saved by Areola, but then Tengstad got the follow up.
Should we have had a corner? I'm a little bit behind, and we got given the corner. Okay, fine, I missed that. Yeah. So, but in an event, we're
and then the goal come from our corner.
Oh, Charles is feeling pretty smug now.
Yeah, well, I don't think that was to do with Rice going off the pitch. Or just Bowen gave it away, which he shouldn't have done. But yeah, just out of nowhere. Yeah, annoyingly, this game on. Yeah, it was our fault. It was should have.
I've just got it now. It's like you could just imagine the sound of the plane nose, the war film, the plane nose diving as they're running down the pitch. It's sloppy. There's no point having someone on the line with their backs to goal. They've got to be facing the action to know what's going on. There was quite a lot wrong with that.
Oh dear, that's not great by Kera. Jesus. Oh, look, it was going to be a comfortable end to the match. It's going to be anything but now. All right. Cornet's got the ball. Oh, what? You don't give it away. Oh, Silkeborg got it in the halfway line. Just passing it around the back, being patient. Just panning to their crowd, who are obviously delighted with that goal. Ball's played out the pitch, was well intercepted. And it's Souček who's got it now. And it's a welcome throw in Silkeborg's half. What were we talking about, Dennis? I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about quite a few things.
Yeah, that's just it doesn't narrow it down, does it? We're talking about was it on FIFA or something? All-Star Scandinavian. Oh no, it's about the Laudrup, wasn't it?
Yeah, Laudrup brothers and things like that. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be back in a minute. I'm going to get a drink. Another Coke, don't worry.
Do what you want, mate. Right, so West Ham got a throw. Soufal takes it. Ben Rama's got it. Oh, unlucky by Ben Rama. And then Kera heads it to Cornet. Oh, it's not a good flick at all. And Silkeborg have got it down the right-hand side. Just passing around at the back, being patient. You're not scoring anymore. Yeah, be putting his hand up to go for a piss next over us. Still on the halfway line. It's played forward. Surely he's offside. Yep, offside. Eventually given. You'll love this comment from Russ.
I wasn't asking you, just letting you know. I'm like, rather than just storm off, like, oh, concede a goal, Dennis storms off the stream. You know, I'm just gonna get. I was brought up to always let people know what you're doing, Russ. I'm assuming nothing happens from this attack.
No, nothing's really happened. Cornet gave it away stupidly. He's done that a couple of times in the last few minutes. Just keep hold of the ball, take the sting out of.
Potential stupid question, bearing in mind I missed quite a bit of this. Have we still got Skamaka on the pitch?
No, he went off ages ago.
So who's up top for us?
Bowen is.
Bowen. All right, I'll bring on Mickey. Take Bowen off, bring on Mickey. He'd run at them and give them something to think about. A good defense is a good offense.
Probably take Cornet off.
But anyway, I'd bring Mickey on to just run at them and give them something to think about when if they're going to try and press us or attack us. Be very 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 clear that that we can counter them. And Charles's comment is brilliant there about Bowen's England call up, because ultimately you become what you despise. He is now the player that is there not on form but on reputation. He's become the one thing we didn't want.
Oh, saved by Areola.
I've just had the offside.
Luckily, it was shot straight at him, and then Soufal shepherds that out for a goal kick. Just seen the replay. The ball come in. It was chested, not in Dawson for the first time. Didn't clear it properly. Yeah, it was a good touch actually by the attacker, but the shot was straight at Areola actually. But did well. Number 23, Adamson, the substitute. Yeah, straight at Areola. Got away with that one. What a save! Yeah. Well, he made it more difficult for himself. He went one-handed, but
he loves a one-handed camera save, doesn't he?
So true, Dan. Yeah. But on the England front, it's good. Great news that Ivan Toney's in the squad. Here's Emerson. Oh no, don't worry. Oh, it's a goal, but it's not a goal. The ref blew his whistle. Yeah, it's good to see Ivan Toney in the squad though. He's one who has been banging form.
There's I can't ever remember his name, but the lad that tore apart Spurs for Sporting Lisbon, one of my mates was on about him. He should be in the England squad. I'm like, one performance doesn't mean you get an England call up. And although I guarantee you the guy's probably had other good performances in the league, will he have been on Southgate's radar? Probably not.
Oh, he crosses it. Cornet. Oh, good save. Oh no, it's offside. Another offside. Good save by the goalie though. He wasn't to know. But yeah, since the second goal, West Ham actually done pretty well. Actually, I've got to say. And Kerr with a great challenge at the other end, which goes out for a throw. So it's in West Ham's half. Silkeborg have got the ball. Good ball forward. Oh, and another one, but the players went on the same wavelength. Well, Areola with a dodgy clearance. Looks like a long throw is going to come in from Forderson on this on the left-hand side.
I just had the goal that isn't a goal. Another goal long, harshly disallowed for Cornet.
Well, nothing be as harsh as that one at fucking Chelsea. Right, so we've got about 7 minutes to go, plus probably be a couple minutes of stoppage time with all the subs and all that. Well, that is nonchalantly done by Kera. Plays it to Cresswell. Oh, Suchet, what the fuck was that? Oh, Byron does really well, actually, to win the ball there from the back and then passes it out of play. Oh, God, that sums up this last few minutes from a West Ham point of view. Oh, just playing it around the back, the hosts at the moment. West Ham obviously playing their bodies back, getting into a good enough show. Playing the high line, though, surprisingly. Which is very brave. Not quite as high as how Liverpool do it, though. It's frightening how high their line gets. Did you see, because I watched the Liverpool Ajax game on Tuesday, Dan. Did you see Blind, his chance in the second half?
I've not watched, with the exception of Haaland's goal against Thingy, I've not watched any football this week, sadly. Seen the clip of Haaland's goal against Dortmund, that's it.
Oh, yeah. I've watched on YouTube, like, of Blind in the second half. Like, David obviously played for Man United. He plays for Ajax, obviously, and his miss in the second half when it was, I think it was 1-1. Should have buried it, headed it. It went just wide, but like it's one of them where Alisson was rooted to the spot because he was so close in. He should have buried it. And a sub for West Ham, 4 nails is on for Cornet.
A strange sub, but I think that's just boys embracing his inner Graham Taylor. Just run around.
I think 4 nails when he come on last week played. He made a difference.
Oh no, it's more just okay, taking off Cornet for, we're playing quite a few. Like kind of like I'd have brought on Antonio just to run at them for like 5 minutes and scare them.
Dawson with a great clearance. Well, I say great, went up the pitch anyway. It's a good point by Charles. Thanks, mate. Why is Downs not replaced Lanzini in the middle of the park? Yeah,
because he's starting against Everton.
Yeah, tongue very much in cheek there by you, Dennis. Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Milik
got sent. Oh mate, scenes, mate.
Yeah. And then the Juve manager or players were arguing that if you disallow it, then nothing was in play. Therefore, you shouldn't have booked him for taking his shirt off and it was like, well, I think letter of the law, if he took his shirt off with the balls in play or not, it's still a yellow card.
Yeah. Oh, one intercepted by Ben Rama. Play it forward. Yeah, well done. He's 4 nails. His chance here, West Ham. If we play it right, 4 nails has got it. Oh, Ben Rama's offside now. Don't pass to him now. 4 nails does the right thing in there.
Narrator, he passes to Ben Rama.
No, he gave it away though. Silkeborg got it in West Ham's off on the right hand side. There was a couple out 3 on the left hand side. Ball comes in, back post, and it's headed away by Emerson. Did well there. They did. That early, Charles? No.
I'm amazed how fast Emerson has taken to adapt to the Premier League.
Their manager, Silkeborg's manager, he looks like one of those British actors that are like that. They're like not one of the lead roles, but they're always in, that
Yeah.
ones that you recognise. They're always there.
And he's always, or you're playing a secondary character or a
Yeah.
go-to person if you want someone to look like something.
Yeah. He's versatile, but like not in a Michael Sheen kind of way. Like versatile as in he could be a bouncer, but he could also be a.
It's like one of those like
as well.
the guy in Football Factory that plays the main Chelsea guy.
Oh, what Tamir Hassan?
Oh, I can't remember his name, but like
that's Tamir Hassan. Yeah,
he plays Keira Knightley's dad in Bend It Like Beckham as well. It's like he always just plays the football mental dad or the hooligan. The Monday to Friday
as well.
What?
You talking about the one that was in the business with Danny Dyer as well?
I believe so. Yeah.
Tamir Hassan. Yeah. He was in Layer Cake as well. Oh, you might have to explain this.
No, it's not Tamir. No, it's not Tamir Hassan. I'm thinking of someone else. 1 second.
Oh, boo. Oh, shot comes. Oh, what a challenge. Oh, they were in. It was Tengstat for Silkeborg. It was a great ball in by Adamson, I think it was. Great touch. And then Sue foul. He was on the floor, but he stuck his foot out and won the ball brilliantly. And then Areola grabbed the ball.
Frank Harper is who I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I got the teams. Yeah, I got the teams mixed up. Tamir Hassan was the leader of the Millwall.
Yeah.
Frank Harper. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's been in a few.
He's in like Kevin and Perry Go Large, Lock, Stock.
Yeah.
And Rise of the Foot Soldier. This is England.
Yeah.
Like he is the actor that's in all of those films.
Yeah, I agree with Russ about Tamir Hassan, who's in the business. Yeah, great film. I really enjoy it. Yeah, Lock, Stock. Yeah. One of those reliable British actors. If you want that certain type of film, anyway. Basically, anything with Guy Ritchie in it.
Yeah, and again, I think the only film I've seen him in where he isn't a bad person is Bend It Like Beckham, where he plays a sympathetic dad.
Oh, okay. I need to watch that. I haven't watched that in years.
Oh, mate, it is.
I've seen it, but I haven't watched it for a long time.
It's like the dads are the most relatable characters.
Yeah,
they're the all just like.
Right. Okay. So the 90 minutes is up, and there's 4 minutes of stoppage time, of which we've played 50 seconds.
Ooh. So. Didn't think we'd be, having squeaky bum time at the end. Although we did say you said a comfortable 1-0. I joked, we were tongue in cheek predicted 4-0.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So Lanzini's got it. So we've got a minute that have been played of the 4. Emerson's got the ball at the moment. Just keep it there, West Ham. Nothing stupid. Ben Rama.
I've just had the great tackle by
forward is Emerson. Ben Rama. Oh, and they eventually clear it.
The hope fades in your voice the second time. Is it Ben Rama? Oh. So I'm there like, go on, say it's a goal.
Silkeborg got in there. West Ham half. Tengstat, who's had a great second half, got the second Silkeborg goal. With not a good ball, though. Oh, keep the ball, West Ham. And goes out for a West Ham throw. 2 minutes have gone. Is there a sub taking place? No. The ref's just telling the West Ham players to hurry up. Oh, no, there is a sub. So Lanzini's going off and Coventry's coming on.
Sam's put up a funny tweet. West Ham fans, it's so nice to be in control of a game. 74 minutes gone and not to have anxiety for once. West Ham, hold my stale pre-poured beer.
Yep. So fucking true. And and to be fair, we wouldn't have it any other way. Secretly, we actually love it.
In a game like this, no, because I'm just like, I just want to get this out of the way. I want to just 3 points, go back, concentrate on the league because we need to up our league form. 4 points from 6 games ain't fantastic. No home wins. But if we win our European games, it's like, okay, but we're doing well in Europe, you know?
All right, so 3 minutes of play. So we've got less than a minute to go. Ball's played forward. Oh, it's just above the attacker, so it goes out for a West Ham goal kick.
I'm at the 1 minute of extra time mark. Suchek just did really, really well to keep hold of the ball and pick out a pass for, I believe, Emerson, which is quite good. Oh, I've just got the Ben Rama bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I've seen that before.
All right, so about 20 seconds. 20 seconds to go. So goal kick's about to be taken by Ariel. It'll probably be this one more moment, and then that should be it. That should be that.
Mm.
And then a cup's just been thrown on the pitch. The ref's telling him to get on with it. He's got a cup on the pitch, ref. All right, here we go. So 4 minutes is up. They'll probably play a little bit more. Another 20, 30 seconds they'll probably play. It's a foul, ref. No, maybe not. Ball goes up the pitch. Soufal clears it. Well, foul's been given away by 4-0 there. I thought it was a bit harsh. Free kick for Silkeborg in their half. It's probably been the last action. It's been 4 minutes and 35 seconds now. They've surely got to smash out the pitch, which they do. Win it. Kera wins it. The play still goes on. Win it, Soufal, which he does. Win it, Coventry, which he does. And there we go, full time. So after what was a comfortable second half, West Ham didn't make it easy for themselves, typical West Ham. But after a really good first half and some good play in the second half, it ended up Silkeborg 2, West Ham 3. So I know you didn't see all of it, Dennis, but a good result.
Saw bits of it, yeah.
Good win, 2 wins out to start our Conference League.
Indeed. I'm just trying to see how our rest of our group got on. I don't think they're playing tonight. Oh, they are. Goalless draw. So that puts us quite comfortable, 2 points ahead of the group.
Yeah, good win. Yeah, cheers, Russ. And then Charles, yeah. Where's that GIF? That's going to be all over Twitter tonight. But yes, I think good comeback from West Ham after a dodgy first 5 minutes. Silkeborg took the lead, and then West Ham responded fantastic with 3 goals for half time. And then, I mean, mate, the start of the second half, we talked about Danish players in the Premier League and Michael Sheen and amongst other things, and Frank Harper and all that. And then out of nowhere, Silkeborg got a goal back. Tengstad in the 75th minute, making it a squeaky bum side for the last 15 minutes. But in the end, that home side had a couple of more chances second half. But West Ham in the end, we held out for the win. I've got our second win out to start our Conference League Group B. So typical West Ham, mate. Didn't make it easier for ourselves, but in the end, our quality shone through and we held on and won.
End of the day, we won. Now let's never speak of it again.
Wasn't that bad, but yeah. Yeah, so no, good to obviously get the win. And we played some nice, despite the plastic pitch, we actually played some real nice stuff at times, particularly in that first half. And in the second half, I mean, their goal, the second one, came from our mistake. They counted on us and made the last 15 minutes a lot harder than it should have been. But it was in the end, our quality shone through me. So that's another 3 goals to start our. We've got 6 goals in the Conference League this season already, which is a great start. But at times looked a bit suspect at the back. But great to see. Obviously, Craig Dawson, on his first start, he got a goal, and I think he defended on the whole really well. I think Soufal actually, from what I saw, actually looked somewhere close to his best form. I thought he played pretty well at wing back tonight, and great to see obviously Scamacca get a goal.
Scamacca's goal was the highlight for me, or the high point.
Yeah, it was. Come back to that. Cheers, Russ. Which English teams have plastic pitches? I'm sure there's been a couple in I swear
Luton used to have one, I think.
I swear I think there's been Forest Green, I'm going to say, might have had one or something like that. Anyway, there's been a few, or maybe a few in the National League, I think, I'm sure as well. One of those,
Remember when the National League clubs did well in the FA Cup? A big thing was pointed that it was on a plastic pitch.
Yeah, it's more of a European thing, isn't it?
QPR have definitely had an artificial pitch at one point.
Have they? Well, Loftus Road.
Yeah, but we're going back a while.
Oh, okay.
Like at one point they did. I mean, we're talking probably before I watched football, but I do remember that.
No, I think Russ is a great QPR and Luton. Yeah, it's not too many. Not too many at all. So right, well, yeah. So now a good game, especially that first half on both sides was really entering, really high tempo. Second half was a bit of a quieter affair, apart from the last 15 minutes where Silkeborg got their second goal and a couple more chances. And even West Ham could have even got a fourth as well. Slough. What is it about that part of the world? Slough, QPR, and Luton, all not that far from each other. All right, we'll probably wrap up. Dennis, is there anything else you want to chat about before we finish?
No, we're massive. Take that, Denmark. Beat your boys 3 times now. Let's make it 4. 3 points, so good that the Danes hate to see it leave.
Nice pointing. Right on that. All right, thanks for joining, Dennis, and we'll see you soon. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to Sketch. Thanks everyone for everyone in the chat who joined in, and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you soon. Take care. All the best.